Hey guys, Cheap Body Fang here, and this is 5 reviews in 5 minutes. First of all, Halo Spartan Assault, what is it? It's a top-down shooter, and you take on the role of a UNC guy getting trained. Basically, he goes through simulators fighting against the Covenant, and you step into the shoes of people that have went before you. These two guys, you play different missions that they were on, and they were fighting against the Covenant. It's not a long game, it's not a particularly good game. Even the multiplayer is not that great. All you're doing is fighting against waves and waves of, it's a flood. And just set up with another guy. That's all it is. It's a very basic game. There's not even different weapons you can choose. Well, you can choose them, but you have to pay an XP in that. Basically, it's a lot of balls. That's all I can say on that one. Second one is Max Cursed Brotherhood. Now, this is a bit better. It's a side-scrolling platformer. And it takes you back to the old days when platformers were platformers. You go home, you wish your little kid brother was taken away from you so that he would stop pestering you, basically. But he does. Then you have to go on a mission to save him. You're a kid, you get a weapon, you get a magic marker, it can draw vines, it can raise the land, etc, etc. However, there's not a whole lot of story within this game. That's all I can really say about it. It's a basic side-scrolling platformer. Now, on to Super Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. This one is again a platformer. It's side-scroll. Well, it's not side-scrolling, but it's a platformer anyway. This is a bit better. You get a guy that's basic thing is girlfriend was captured by this evil guy. You've got to go and save her. He gets unlocks, upgrades powers, blah blah blah. What you'd expect. What they do though is they put a twist on it, and you're a Mexican luchador, and eventually you can switch between the world of the living, the world of the dead. Some pretty cool things on it. All in all, not a bad game. Thirdly is it's Crimson Dragon. Now I've played this all the way through. The biggest problem with this is it's about a 4-hour game at most. Basically it's Star Fox with dragons. It's an on-the-rail shooter. You run around and you start shooting other things and you do missions. Like I said, it's not a particularly long game. However, you do get a choice of dragons, you do get a choice, you do upgrade them, you do evolve them, you get a fair amount to play in this one, and the storyline's not too bad. Short, but not too bad. And it does leave itself open for a second one. Maybe a bit too much of a second one, and they kind of convolute the story towards the end. Apart from that, though, it's not a bad game. Lastly is Strike Suit Zero. This is another one that was released this week. Not a huge amount to say for that. You get a craft, you can change guns, you can change weapons, you can choose different missiles, etc, etc. It's basically your same Japanese exploration space simulator. You do get a ship and it transforms into this like mech thing and you can run around. Think it like Gundam a bit, if you've ever seen the series, is that. Not a lot more to say on that. I'm not quite sure how long the game is because I've not completed it. But yeah, I mean all these games are good, they're worth the price tag. You've got Halo Spartan Assault, which is 15 quid, which is ridiculous. Max Cursed Brotherhood, which I think is 12 quid. You've got Super Guacamelee Turbo Championship Edition, which is 13 quid. And you've got these two new games, which are both 15 quid. That's Crimson Dragon and Strike Suit Zero. They're all decent games, except from Halo Spartan Assault. I do not recommend anybody getting that at all, because it is that bad. Yeah, but they're not worth the price tag. If they were 5 quid cheaper or they were half price, then I would say get them. Until you either get it that or like me, you got them for free with Games for Gold, don't bother with them. They're not worth it. If you can get them cheaper, if you can get them half price, if you can get a fiver knocked off them, go and get them. Apart from that, don't bother. Thanks for listening, guys.